Hello, everybody, watching from home, or in a car, or in a plane, or wherever you are watching from. This is Nate from Action Figure Hub, and we are reviewing the Hasbro Giant Man from Civil War. A lot of people do not like this figure, and I don't know why. I love him. He's a good figure. But that's not a general, there's the word I'm looking for. It's not a general idea. A lot of people think that he has issues. And yes, there is a couple. But a lot of the other points that people make to say that this isn't a good figure, I don't think are valid. And I will tell you why in this video. First off, people say his head is big, but if you really look under there and look at the eyes, if you took the helmet off, it would be scaled proportionally. When you put a helmet on, it doesn't mean your head stays the exact same size. Your head does indeed get bigger. It will, if you put a bike helmet on, it doesn't just suction cup to your head. It makes your head look bigger. So I am content with the size of this helmet. I think they did an outstanding job. Another complaint is the gappy shoulders. I can't say anything about that. Yeah, the shoulders are gappy. But another thing is, if you have the knees straight, the feet aren't. I don't know if I'm the only person in the world who stands like this, but when I stand straight with my feet forward, my knees don't go straight forward. It's kind of puts a little tension on them leggers when I stand with my feet pointed straight forward. It's quite strange that I heard that as an argument. But nevertheless, let's get into the articulation. First off, his head moves up a bit far. He moves up that far so he can look at some of the old Toy Biz baths that tower over him. He can also look down for the Hasbro Marvel Legends that he towers over. Those little mini baths. You can look down at Jubilee, Mantis, Puck, Rocket, Hitmonkey. Look down at all of them. Even though I actually like some of those Build-A-Figures. Oof. Sorry to break it to you, but I do. I was not a hater of them. The shoulder moves out that far. It's very nice. I do like it. It can 360 all the way around. There is a bicep swivel too. Has a doubly jointed elbow. Moves in pretty far, and it looks pretty rounded, which I like. It doesn't look nice and square. No, it doesn't look nice. It doesn't look bad squared off. It has rotation at the wrist, followed with a hinge, which I do enjoy myself. The torso, yeah, it's kind of weird. This is it all the way back. The torso all the way back. I like it. I keep it like this because it doesn't mean it's flopping around. Because if you put it in the middle, it's got to flop to it because it doesn't stay all the way forward. Of course, now that it's filming, it does stay all the way forward. But it usually will just like spring back up. It's very weird. It's like there's a click all the way back, and then there's like supposed to be a click, but it just doesn't hold. He does have waist rotation. And boy, howdy, does this boy know how to do the splits. Look at that. Why can't we get more hips like this, but on scaled down figures? Because those are some nice hips. They go out very far, and you can do the splits in them. His leg kicks forward very nicely, too. So, just scale this figure down, and I think we'd have a very, very good Ant-Man figure. Except change the color of that, because, gotta be accurate. Has an upper leg rotation. Double jointed knee, foot that goes back and forward. The tongue of the shoe is a pliable material. There is also ankle rocker pivot. I don't know why people hate this figure. I don't. I genuinely enjoy it. I think it was a good job by Hasbro. I felt their Build-A-Figures are starting to ramp up again. I felt the ones right after Toy Biz are still the best ones they've done, i.e. the Blob, Annihilus. Very good ones. I did like that. The old Ares was cool. But they still haven't caught up with the first Build-A-Figures from Toy Biz time. The only one that came close was Fin Fang Foom. But, yeah, if you check the price on him, he's a little spendy. But, yeah, I like him. I do. I'm sorry. I like the Build-A-Figures. I like the small ones. I like the huge ones. I just like all of the Build-A-Figures. And yes, I will try to collect them all, but there is definitely no guarantee that I do that. Also, considering by the time I get a Build-A-Figure, they already have released a new one. So, it's tricky. It's tricky. Maybe once I'm older and have a better source of income, you know, I'll be able to get more faster. But at this moment in time, I don't really have. The Ronin Build-A-Figure is going to be hard to get. The old Ares is going to be hard to get. Nemesis, Holocaust, also known as Holocaust. Yeah, you know, that's a little edgy. Can't have that. Just a lot of the older Hasbros are going to be difficult to get. Some of the old Toy Biz, nah, they won't be too terrible. Giant Man will be fine. I mean, he'll be like 150, but he'll be fine. Apocalypse, 100 again. Same with Galactus. But if you haven't found out, the Ronin Build-A-Figure is like 300, and I'm like, ugh, it's not even that good of a figure. It's just hard to find. But I will get it. Don't you worry, I will. Sadly, eventually, hopefully. But this is the review of the Giant Man Build-A-Figure, not me ranting about other Build-A-Figures. I don't think this is as good as the old Toy Biz one, but it's still great figure. It's good for being to Civil War. It's a nice MCU one. Sure, it should be a bit bigger, but if it was bigger, it'd be like 9 figures like the other one, and that'd be insane. People would complain, but I like it. I do like this figure. I feel like it's good. Get some of the 2-inch Captain America Civil War dudes. This will go on great. This has been Action Figure Hub's review of the Hasbro Marvel Legends Giant Man. Please like, comment, share, and subscribo. And I am signing off.